Hello, everyone, and welcome to United Red Devil TV. I'm Joey, back with a new transfer and news rumours update this evening. We are currently at 8:30 this evening. So, without further ado, we're going to jump in and have a look see if there's any more updates online when it comes to Manchester United ingoings or outgoings. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Just bear with. Alright, there we go. So, as I reported earlier over on X, Zirkzee has actually arrived for first team training at Carrington. So the news update is new Manchester United signing Joshua Zirkzee has reported to Carrington to begin training for the 2024-25 season. The 23-year-old was United's first signing of the summer and has been on extended leave since signing for the club as a result of his involvement at the summer's European Championship. Zirkzee, though, will not join his teammates in America for pre-season friendlies against Real Betis and Liverpool, but he could make his debut on August 10th when United face Manchester City in the Community Shield, obviously with the injury to Rasmus in the game against Arsenal. I don't know how this is going to go down, but it's about Mason Greenwood. Apparently he posted cryptic 3-word message after his first Marseille goal. Former Manchester United forward Mason Greenwood has posted a cryptic 3-word message on his Instagram after scoring his first goal for Olympique de Marseille. The 22-year-old completed a 26 million move to the League One side early this month, and as his 14-year-old career at Old Trafford ended. Greenwood had not played for the Reds since January 2022, when he was arrested for attempted engaging in controlling controlling coercive behaviour. However, Greenwood resumed his career on loan at Spanish side Getafe last season after the charges against him were dropped by the CPS. Now, after scoring his first goal for Marseille in pre-season friendly against Pau on Saturday, the forward took to Instagram and posted a photo of himself in action with the caption "Brick by Brick." Last summer, United initially planned to reintegrate Greenwood into Erik ten Hag's side after all charges against him had been dropped. However, this decision was quickly reversed once the scale of the public backlash became clear. Speaking at his unveiling in France earlier this month, Greenwood said, "I am aware of all of this, of course, but I do not want to enter into any controversy. I already expressed my feelings last year." A press release from August. Today, all of this is now behind us. Greenwood had 12 months remaining on his deal at United, with the Reds holding the option to extend his terms by a further 12 months. Ten Hag transfer decision suggests his United plans might have changed. Despite the obvious need for a new holding midfielder, United are not short on numbers in the engine room, apparently. A new defensive midfielder, Kobe Mainu and Bruno Fernandes, are expected to make up Erik ten Hag's strongest trio. Yeah, well, we haven't signed Agata yet, so that's still not happening, though, is it, really? With others providing support and rotation from the bench, Toby Collier, who impressed in the first 45 minutes against Arsenal, proving competitive and energetic, will have ambitions of establishing himself as a staple in the matchday squad. It is also too early to identify his long-term position, but he is demonstrating he has the capacity to become a number 6 or a defensive-minded number 8. Now, another Wan-Bissaka update. West Ham United are keen to negotiate United's 15 million plus asking price for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, according to a report by Slow Sports News. United are open to selling Wan-Bissaka to make room for Bayern Munich defender Nassar Mazraoui. The Reds are understood to be optimistic about signing the latter. West Ham have been linked with Wan-Bissaka for several weeks and are now seemingly moving in the right direction towards securing his signature. It is reported they are yet to reach an agreement over a transfer fee. Former United striker Dwight Yorke has suggested the club would be wrong to sell Marcus Rashford in the summer transfer window, even though the likelihood of him being sold and no one's come in for him anyway is slim. As reported by the Manchester Evening News at the start of the month, United have not ruled out the possibility of cashing in on the England international. However, their preference would be to keep him and help him rediscover the form he found in 2022-2023 season. And from Dwight Yorke himself, should Manchester United sell Marcus Rashford, I wouldn't sell my best player. He is not the best player. Don't know what games Dwight Yorke's been watching, but he's definitely not been watching Manchester United the past year. Personally, Rashford on his day is better than any other player at Manchester United. Hell no. Bruno Fernandes is the literally engine of the midfield. Bruno is not... Sorry, not Bruno. Rashford is not better than Bruno. I'm sorry, but he's just not. Rashford is exciting. He kills it. No. When has he done that in the past year? It's like these supposed ex-footballers from the club that are now pundits. They do not seem to be watching the same game of football that all us fans are watching. Manchester United need to build around him and get the best out of him. Erik ten Hag needs to make Rashford feel special. Oh, don't give me that. Oh, I've got to make him feel special stuff. And then we can talk about Man United getting back to the top. No, not happening. Dwight Yorke is living in cloud cuckoo land. Apparently, AI has predicted what the new Old Trafford might look like. United intend to submit plans for the 100,000 all-seater new build stadium by the end of the year. Club sources estimate a new stadium will cost in the region of around £2 billion. A new co-owner, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, has tasked them with finalising a proposal by December. Courtesy of AI images have been created to show what a brand new Old Trafford could look like. It's quite a funky photo. Okay, cool. And moving along to the next story. United could begin this season how they ended last season after a 59 million setback. Diego Dalot, Luke Shaw and Alessandro Martinez are all on holiday after their international tournaments this summer. Dalot could return to Carrington this week after 3 weeks off following the end of Portugal's Euro 2024 campaign, and that should at least allow him to build up fitness ahead of the Community Shield on 10th of August. That fixture against Manchester City could come too soon for Martinez and Shaw. The left back and left-sided centre back both had injury problems last term, but played a part in the run to the Copa America title for Argentina and the European Championship final for England. They are only likely to be back at Carrington next week, so another week without them two then. PSG reached an agreement in principle with Jadon Sancho. According to reports by Sports Zone, don't know too much about them on Twitter. PSG have reached an agreement in principle to sign United winger Jadon Sancho. The winger has been heavily linked with a move to the French capital over the past week or so, and is now claimed a deal has taken a step closer towards possibility coming to fruition. It is claimed PSG have reached an agreement with Sancho for him to make the move to France. So they must be a French outlet then. Because there's a photo of the post by Sports Zone on X. Okay then. Apparently, according to former Arsenal and Chelsea defender William Gallas, is back in Lena Euro to be a good surprise in the Premier League this season. He joined the club from Lille earlier this month and made his debut against Rangers at Murrayfield Stadium in Edinburgh just over a week ago. He then started again against Arsenal at the weekend but was forced off through injury. Gallus told Gambling Zone, I don't know Lenny Yoro very well, but I know he played 32 games for Lille last season and scored 2 goals. He looks strong. I saw that friendly game with Manchester United against Rangers and it was a good debut. That was a good sign of things to come for Manchester United with Euro, because he will be building his confidence after that. I think he could be a good surprise this season. And also, just a quick update: the first 5 league fixtures for Manchester United at the start of the 24-25 Premier League season will be at home to Fulham on August 16th at 8 p.m. kickoff, and then an away day at Brighton and Hove Albion on the 24th of August with a 12:30 kickoff, and then at home to arch rivals Liverpool on 1st of September at 4 p.m. kickoff, and then an away day at Southampton on September 14th at 12:30, and then an away day at Crystal Palace on September the 21st with a 5:30 kickoff. So that's not a bad start to a season that we've only got. The toughest 2 games are probably going to be Liverpool and probably Palace, because we always seem to struggle against Palace. According to reports by Team Talk, United are open to selling winger Anthony before the end of the summer transfer window. The Brazilian joined the club from Ajax almost 2 years ago, making the switch in a deal worth more than £85 million. He has so far failed to deliver the goods in United colours, scoring 11 goals in 82 matches. He scored just 3 times last season. It is claimed that United accept they paid over the odds for the Brazilian and are now prepared to cash in. And has there been anything else that I've not gone over? No, that's all stuff I've already gone over. Have a quick look on X if there's any other new updates from anyone credible. Oh yeah, I spotted this one earlier. Ben Jacobs has just this was only about 19-20 minutes ago. More on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. West Ham, Manchester United want at least 15 million, as revealed. West Ham value Wan-Bissaka at around 10 million. A gap in valuation, but talks are still progressing, and hopefully that can start moving in the right direction. Manchester United are also, according to Sky Sports News, that Sofyan Amrabat is still a likely option independent of other deals like the Agate one for midfield. So that's still positive, even if we took him out again on loan just to get another pair of legs, because he did perform very, very well in the FA Cup final. And well, this is quite a while ago, but it's just another one just basically confirming what I already reported earlier. This is Fabrizio Romano. Understand that agreement reached between Manchester United and Nasser Mazraoui is on a 5-year deal valid until June 2029. This also includes an option for a further year into 2030, same as the likes of Joshua Zirkzee and Lenny Yoro. Mazraoui waiting for United, as they've got to sell Wan-Bissaka to obviously facilitate that transfer. And let's go back, refresh. Is there any other new deals? But I do think it doesn't look like there's any more. Yeah, there's not anything else updated wise from Manchester United, but I do think over the next week we need to get Wan-Bissaka out the door to West Ham. Somewhere in the region of about 15 to 18 million should be plenty enough that West Ham should be able to easily afford that. Say 14 to 15 million, then plus add-ons to make it around 18, 19. And then we can go and get Mazraoui and then we need to get rid of Lindelof and Maguire. They need to be out the door this week as well. And then we can then bring Matthijs de Ligt in from Bayern, and I think somewhere around 36, 38, and then plus add-ons should be more than enough to get de Ligt through the door. And then to work on, if this report is to be believed that Jadon Sancho could be on his way out, we can then bring in Sofyan Amrabat maybe on a loan, which I think would be more than able to suffice. And then just literally push on from there. So I think that should be easily doable in a week, because West Ham and Aaron Wan-Bissaka are nearly, it's that close to a done deal. It's just literally figuring out the fee, because I think personal terms are already agreed. So in principle, so that shouldn't be a problem. We've literally already agreed personal terms with de Ligt and Mazraoui, so they should literally, it's just literally the fee being agreed. And well, for de Ligt anyway, because I do believe from early reporting that obviously the price of about 15 million plus add-ons for Mazraoui was agreed with, in principle, with Bayern. So we should be able to get those out the door, and then hopefully the stuff with Lindelof to Fenerbahce obviously happens, so we can get another one out the door. We shouldn't really be keeping Maguire, but player power and all of that is just out of this world at Manchester United. And then hopefully we can push on and have a good week next week, and hopefully bring and maybe at the back end of this week we could possibly bring in Manuel Ugarte as well, and have probably the best week of the transfer window so far this week. So staying tuned. Any more updates I will post again tomorrow early afternoon, and then again in the evening, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.